Bro, Loki, are you kidding me right now? Why would you do this? Let's see how much money those are worth. All right, welcome back to Loki and Thor's Rags to Riches Motel Life Living Challenge. I don't really know what's going on here. I know some people don't like that I called this a Rags to Riches, even though I didn't start on an empty lot, which is understandable. But I did say I was going to cheat during this challenge, and yeah, I guess we'll just call this the broke ass challenge or something. I don't know. So my sim is flirty right now, and I was informed that Vanessa, or Vanessa, whatever, however you pronounce that, not really into men. So that's a dead end. I think I cut out a lot of the flirting stuff from last video. I tried to have both of them hit on her, and they both got rejected for obvious reasons. But all hope isn't lost. Her sister lives here too, somewhere. So maybe we'll get some beef going between Thor and Loki fighting over the same woman. There she is. Let's pull it up. All right, so I've got a little bit something going on here. Let's see how much Loki's is. Oh yeah, mine's way better. And of course, he's out here swimming in the parasite-infested pool. Did you just break one of my plates? All right, that's it. This stayover's over. Actually, let me check to see how long this is. Starts at 2:26 Monday through Saturday. I don't want them here the whole week. Hello from the other side. You don't know me, but this might sound weird. You're going to inherit from me. Let me just say, yeah, give me the free money. $4,000. Hey, that's one way to do it. Okay, honestly, that just made this incredibly easy. So we pay like, what, $64 a day staying here? I feel like that $4,000 just made this like easy mode. I almost feel like I should throw these guys on an empty lot now. Honestly, I feel like I should. This is definitely a little bit of an unfair advantage for a Rags to Riches to start off in a motel. So let's throw them on an empty lot. All right, we'll move over here. If times get tough, I guess we'll move back into the motel. That's probably how I should have started it off. I should have had it where they start off on an empty lot and then they move into the motel. Yeah, whatever. This is a very unconventional channel, so we'll just roll with it. Okay, so we're selling the furniture, but honestly, that's kind of cheating. So I'll make sure I take their money down to like $3,000. Let's do like $2,800 because this lot costs like $1,800 or something like that. All right, so this place has its advantages. We can try fishing. Hopefully fishing isn't broken. It was broken on whatever map I was trying to fish on in the last video. Okay, so fishing does work. We got that going. So since I'm an expert on Rags to Riches, right? I'll give you a little free pointer here. So if you start off with $0, right? Roofs are free. So you just throw one down. You can make it as big, as wide as you want. Doesn't really matter. There we go. Beautiful. Now you might be laughing, right? But the joke's on you because we have a ginormous house for free, so we can just throw whatever we want in here. So let's get the essentials. We'll get the fridge, get a couple twin size beds. What else you need? A toilet. We'll go with the old bush. We'll get a couple of them. We'll put one here, put one over here. That way they're not close to the beds. And of course, we can't forget the door. Throw a couple of these bad boys down. And I think we're good. We'll throw down a couple counters just because if you want to cook anything, throw a couple of those. And yeah, that's cheap living right there. Okay, so at least with us moving, we got rid of the freeloading sisters that were living with us. And to be fair, that's probably for the best because we're two disgusting degenerates. Let's just say whatever their living situation was before they moved in was probably better. I mean, like, honestly, being homeless would probably be a better option than living with these two. Okay, so honestly, taking pictures of myself and selling them was low-key kind of working. Let's see what happens if we take pictures that are, like, good. You know, instead of, like, selfies, what if I start taking, like, nature pictures? Like that right there? That could be good. Get a nice blurry-ass shot of the town. $12 for those two pictures? That was worth more money than me spending, like, 10 minutes here fishing. So, honestly, forget the fishing. I know you can find really cool stuff, but I want to try out some other tactics. And I mean, technically, I am a photographer slash videographer in real life, so this is actually accurate. And I am going to try once he actually can afford like a streaming setup. I want that to be like the only way I can make money is by making YouTube videos and streaming. Oh, perfect. We can get a picture of this leaping fish. Hell yeah. Put that at the cover of Fisherman's Magazine. All right, what else we got? Should we get some pictures of our house? $23 for these pictures. Not bad. Honestly, we should just invest all of our money into the streaming setup. Should we greet these people? I mean, We could. Also, I don't know what happened. I think me reloading the game made my sim put his clothes back on because at the end of last video, he was naked for like the last 5 minutes. But I think there was some bugginess going on, so I think that answers why he was being a nudist there for a hot minute. Honestly, the neighbors in The Sims are just total scumbags. If you don't greet them when you move somewhere, they automatically start disliking you. Like, I just moved in and you're over here like begging to come into my house. Like, no, leave me alone. I mean, if you want to be in my house so much, I think we could find a place for you. Locked up in our secret dungeon. That's where they're about to be. I wouldn't sit on that. I Loki tends to wet the bed. You might be getting a little something on your pants. All right, get out of here. Thanks for the fruitcake. Now get out, please. Gourmet level cooking. Okay, so when I threw him on the gallery, he must have already had his cooking abilities. I really should figure out how to turn that off. Dang, this is low-key kind of cheating. I need to reset this. Okay, so here's what I figured out. You can throw an empty sim into your household, and then you can copy and paste one of your other sims, and it'll make them the exact same, except it'll remove all their skills and like career stuff. Yeah, let me show you in case anyone ever needs to do this. I mean, there's a chance you probably already know how to do something like this, but you know, just in case, just randomize all this crap. Then you go to Command Center, copy paste, paste tray sim. Then you can pick from one of your sims that you have saved. So we will do Walmart Loki. There we go. Now I probably could have just done this over my other two sims, but of course I always have to do things the complicated way. So let's go over here and delete the these versions. All right, so technically this isn't the exact same Thor, as you can see, because he's a little chunkier. So let's thin him down like the other version was. Change his name back to low budget Loki. And now we're good. Now I won't have unfair advantages with cooking and fishing. So now there's a much higher chance of me burning down this dump. There we go. Clean slate. We'll just pretend like nothing happened. And yeah, and these neighbors are going to be very confused as to who the hell these new people are. Not sure what this neighbor's still doing over here. Get him out of here. Why did we get $5,000? Didn't we just have like 1,900? Hold on. I assume that probably came with me doing all that nonsense. So let's put it back down to, let's go 1,850. All right, let's go ahead and burn all of our money on the streaming setup. That's how we're gonna make money around here. All right, so the streamer's first computer is 1,500. I don't think I actually need the streamer computer to be able to stream, but I'll just grab it just in case, just to be safe. So $200 desk here. Throw the streamer computer on it. And is there a chair affordable? Yes, there is. Yeah, let's just burn all of the money. 150 for this bad boy. Hey, at least it's gold. At least it's a little bougie. All right, bro, this is how we're going to make it to the top. I'll just start streaming. You can do whatever it is you do. And yeah, how do I stream? Why does he look so sad and pathetic? Oh, he's got to take a dump. That's why. Well, the bush is right over here. I know I struggled with this last time I did a Rags to Riches. How the heck do you actually start streaming? Hey, what are you doing? What is he doing in Sims 1? Was he... Bro hopped on Sims 1 and immediately started being a pervert. Okay, so I guess the only way to actually stream on a computer is to get that one job, the video game streamer career thing. I'm very bad at explaining myself, as you can see, but video game streamer. Okay. So 9 p.m. to 11. I didn't want to do it this way, but I think this is the closest you can get to doing it like an actual streaming career. SimTuber avatar, let's just put my face on there. And you don't have to do it within the hours that you're given. I think you can kind of stream whenever. So we'll do it this way. This is how I started anyway. I started off as a streamer and then I switched to just doing YouTube videos, but we'll have him follow the same path. And if it's accurate, he'll be very unsuccessful as a streamer. Also, the next thing we should invest in is a freaking light around here. What is going on? I thought this was supposed to be a nice, cozy beach town, and there's been a freaking tsunami ever since I moved in. Gained 4 followers. Okay. We're cooking. We should put a mini fridge next to this and just fill it up with Monster Energy and Takis. That's what streamers typically eat. Also, we are not paying lot taxes ever. If the land grabs want to shut off my power, they can go ahead. Gotta pee, go ahead and use the bush, Loki. Why is it raining again? You know, it wouldn't be that big of a deal if they didn't have it where it was literally raining through the house, which is a very annoying bug that they've never fixed. Low budget Loki should start thinking about the future of his Education. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and get some debt brewing up here. Degrees of villainy? Sign me up. Should we send Loki to university? Honestly, let's do it. Say yes to everything. Let's do it. All right, let's get some pictures taken so we can afford a light. Get this picture of Loki, who looks like he wants to die. Some pictures of our beds here. We'll just say this is modern art. Yeah, let's get the streaming set up with the dookie bush in the background. Perfect. Yeah, maybe I should get a bush back there. All right, sell those, 37 bucks. Just that easy. I imagine whoever's buying these pictures, it's like J. Jonah Jameson and Spider-Man. He's just like, yeah, picture of a bush with dookie in it. $5. Let's get some more scenic pictures. I feel like those probably sell better. Should we have them both be streamers? Honestly, let's do it. They could just take turns streaming. Yeah, let's just see who gets famous first. Work assignment. Talk to a friend about side hustle. I joined a streamer career, not a freaking pyramid scheme. This is going to be one dark and depressing video. Like, it's literally been gloomy this entire time. Can we cheat the weather? Oh yeah, somebody said we could dumpster dive at that motel. Because I have found like some pretty decent pieces of furniture that you can sell. So let's try that. Oh, the unit rating went down for our place that we stayed at. I wonder why. Might have something to do with me sleeping bare-ass naked on top of one of the beds. All right, where's that dumpster at? I don't see the dumpster. Oh, he better have pants on. Okay, good. I don't see a dumpster here. They must have been talking about in the town. Well, I'm not seeing a dumpster, though I am pretty blind and stupid, so there's a chance that I'm just not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, so we'll dumpster dive for some furniture, maybe for a meal or two, because, you know, inflation's pretty bad. If we have to eat out of the dumpster, then so be it. I'm going to move it out into the open because I think there might just be a bug or something. Okay, yeah, I think that's what it was. Oh, we got this worthless piece of junk. Cool. 50 bucks. Actually, you know what? That's pretty good. All right, you hungry, Loki? We found some custard. But you know what? It just said it was poor quality. It didn't say it was, like, moldy, though, right? Okay, maybe it was. But you know what? We can't afford to be picky. What is that? A sink? Honestly, we could keep that. Dumpster is empty. All right, well, can we grab this dresser? That still looks usable. All right, let's get the streaming. Loki, why don't you, well, it's been raining nonstop, so let's get some showers in, since that's free. There we go, thumbnail time. Hold on, I've got a genius idea. Bro, Loki, are you kidding me right now? Why would you do this? Let's see how much money those are worth. $42. Isn't that the most valuable pack that we've sold so far? Good, so now those are going to get leaked as soon as I get popular from streaming. All right, we'll let Loki stream for a little bit. Although he hates video games. So honestly, he's the worst streamer ever. All right, it's time for the stream. Get out of here, Loki. For real, is this map just always raining? This is ridiculous. All right, let's at least get a lamp. There we go, a nice flame. That only costs 30 bucks, so that's... We're chilling. And we'll just hope Loki doesn't knock it over and burn up our entire streaming setup here. For real, I'm about to move. If it's raining the entire day tomorrow, I'm moving. I've got 19 streamer followers. Okay. Probably all a bunch of 12-year-old kids who tell me I suck at gaming. Oh, hell no. Vlad, oh, welcome to the community. Oh, thanks. That's a lovely neck you have. Perfectly normal thing to say. I definitely don't know what you're going to come over and try to do. In fact, I welcome you to try it. All right, let's get the safety measure set up. So here's what we're going to do. When he comes over to welcome us to the neighborhood, we're going to trap him in a room. Wow, we can't really use fireworks, can we? Because that'd be cheating. Yeah, typically before, when I didn't want Sims to be around, I would get fireworks and try to burn them. Lately, I've just been using the MC Command Center to get rid of losers, but I don't know, it was a little more satisfying when you had to put a little more effort into eliminating Sims. Especially Vlad, since he's a special Sim, he technically can't be killed like that, I don't think. With MC Command Center. No, you know what's ridiculous? I moved to this map because it's nice and sunny, it's a beach vibe, and this entire video has looked like it's been nighttime. Like, who designed this? Oh, what is this? Get the razor out, you weirdo. Get that off your face. Can we only shave in the shower? All right, it's finally stopped raining. Hopefully the sun is actually gonna come out today. Like, if I see a single drop of rain, we're packing up. All right, once you go shave or something, Loki, I gotta stream we gotta get this stream cooking up. I don't think you get paid for this until you reach a certain level, if I had to guess. What are you doing? I just said go shave. Get your ass out of the damn seat. You know what? Better yet, why don't you go fishing? Since you hate video games so much, why don't you go fish? Is it gonna get brighter out or what? Is this just because my monitor's dark, or is it still like gloomy out? Yeah, I imagine this doesn't pay for a long time because this is considered an after-school activity. Advertise video game stream online. So what does that mean? You just spam your account to Reddit. Loki dislikes fishing. This dude is the worst character to be playing as during a Rags to Riches. He hates everything. You know what, honestly? I think I will allow Vlad to come in. I think Loki kind of deserves to be bitten. As long as it only happens to him. If he bites me, I'm going to be livid. Research pickup lines. If you actually use pickup lines, I feel like you just probably shouldn't talk to women. So Loki and me, I think our friendship, yeah, we've been talking like this whole video and it keeps going green and then red. So we like, this is a very love-hate relationship we got going here. Something's crazy going down at the ruins. All right, Loki, let's check it out. If we see anyone streaking or doing something crazy with their clothes off, we might have to do something about that. You'd be surprised how often that happens. I show up to an event and there's people naked. Wow, so crazy. Show off moves. All right, let's go bust a move over here. Oh, hell yeah. I definitely know how to do this, by the way. This is accurate. Low budget Loki is now a DJ. How did that happen? Just by watching this dude spin some records, he's like, yeah, I can do that. Bro looks devious with that stupid goatee going on. Oh, here we go. Let's have Loki try to hit on Nancy Landgrab since he's flirty. Maybe the goatee will help him out. Oh, she liked it. Good. Oh, look who it is. Share photos. Yeah, look at these pictures I took of my brother earlier. That's real sick, Loki. Oh, it's in the red? What happened? Loki. I mean, she's a criminal mastermind. You should be hitting it off right now. All right, this party blows. Whoever invited me here, you suck. Upload business headshot by taking a photo with the camera on the phone and then clicking OK. That I was wondering how I had to do that. All right, let's take a really crappy selfie. Okay, let's have some respect here. Let's do relaxed. Okay, that's not relaxed. That's just, what is wrong with this guy? Do you know how to take a business photo? Because that's not it. No, 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 no. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Super professional, if you ask me. And it's raining. All right. We're packing up. For real, this map is booty cheeks. We're out of here. I mean, it's probably because it's spring, but I don't remember it ever raining this much on any other map. So let's go to, heck, I don't know. I feel so basic for always moving to Willow Creek, but honestly, it's like the most regular looking place. Oh shit, we don't have enough money to move, and I don't want to keep cheating. All right, we'll cancel it then. All right, well, since it's raining, I guess we'll shower. What do you mean you're off to work, Loki? You literally are a streamer. Get back home right now. In fact, let's go ahead and quit this career. You're not meant for this. I think we might want to invest in a trash can. But honestly, I don't think we have enough in the budget for that. But just trust me, bro. Once I start getting famous, then we'll be cooking, right? Just give it time. Just in a couple years or so, but we'll be doing just fine. Okay, so having more followers will lead to higher tips in advertising. Okay, so we really do have to just keep grinding. You know what, Loki, since you're jobless, why don't you go ahead and, oh wait, we can't clean up without a sink. You know what though, he did get one in the garbage, so let's go ahead and add the sink here. Move some of these plates out of the way. All right, there we go. Oh, good, perfect. You know what, get to work, Loki. You break it, you fix it. That's how it goes. Watch, he's gonna complain about how he hates being handy. All right, get to cleaning up, you jobless bum. And just because I don't earn any money from streaming doesn't mean I'm not, trying. It'll pay off eventually. Just trust me, bro. Okay, so what else do we need? Should we actually start building a house? So, like, the roof house idea is genius in theory, but it is kind of, lame considering you have to plug the walls down. I mean, unless you guys want to see the giant triangles, we can leave those up. All right, for real, is there a way to change seasons on here? I'm pretty sure the only way you can actually change the weather is with that weather machine. All right, Loki, we're gonna have to actually start making some money. So you go, let's actually both go fishing, because you can find like voodoo dolls and stuff that you can sell. Oh, Candy's calling. Shocker. I have a crush on. Cool. Yay, go for it. We're saying yes to everything on here, so whatever happens, she'd like to come over to hang out. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm gonna flirt with you, though, to ruin your date. Walmart's boss was happy in the work he did from home and made 88 bucks. Okay. Cool. See that, Loki? That's called contribution. Why don't you try it? Excuse me? Lady, I've got a stream to do. Let's go ahead and, all right, let's hit on her. Let's ruin her stupid date with whoever the hell she was talking about. Oh, was that a rejection? Okay, forget everything I said about this being a prequel to the other series. This is an alternate timeline, and Candy hates me. And now she's giving me a massage. So when someone says, hey, I like you, and you're like, ew, that's nasty, and then you give them a massage, is that how things work? Yep. Can you keep it down? I'm trying to stream here. Although it doesn't even look like if we got a mic set up. What a pathetic stream we got going here. Is she on coke or something? What was that? I'm not even on fast forward. She's just literally bugging out. Or what's Loki doing? Browsing the web. Do you need to do it down there? Yeah, let's get back to fishing. You caught anything yet? Oh, I dislike gaming too. Oh, great. Let's see how much she likes me after seeing this. Yeah, I think people are sleeping on the photography stuff, honestly. I mean, why shouldn't you just take pictures of your brother sleeping? Perfectly normal. Seems like a perfectly legit side hustle to me. And we don't need variety. Whoever's buying these pictures doesn't care. Oh, $8? Okay, maybe we should have taken a variety. That kind of sucked. It's because Loki sucks at taking pictures. He just doesn't get it. Hold on. No, hold on. You go to bed. All right, I'll show you how it's done. It's not a very good angle though, but I'm just gonna show you. I guarantee you mine are worth more. Yeah, get better, bro. $23. I mean, that still sucked. Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. Here's a perfect photo opportunity. Since you took those weird ass pictures of me the other day, consider this payback.